Hello everyone, how's everyone doing? You guys doing good too? I'm doing good too. So let's get on today's video session. Here we go. There's some music, boys. Here we go. Streets of Rage on the Sega Mega Drive. Remember this? You want the noise? Here we go. Yuzu Kushoria. Music from Yuzu Kushoria is just amazing, isn't it? Check it out. Whoa. Whoa, I can't stop. Oh, come on, guys. Yuzu Kushoria. Streets of Rage on Sega Mega Drive. This game was made by Sega. Okay, so that's cool. So today's session is about on the Nintendo Switch. So what about this system? We need to know that this system here doesn't have that much of quality, yeah? But I'm very surprised. Where are these sales coming from? I mean, it's achieved more than 100 million sales. How did he do that? Now, previous console, Nintendo Wii U, nobody even knew that when it was released back in 2012, it wasn't actually marketed and released. Nobody knew. But people even knew who actually seen it. They saw the system and they thought it was an upgrade to Nintendo Wii. And nobody even bothered with it. And just flopped. Yeah. There's more to that. I'm not going to go too much into that anyway. So, that system was a really bad flop. Nintendo Wii U was. And he couldn't get back up. What to do? They were completely stuck. And the company really lost in the hardware business, just like Sega. What happened with the Sega Dreamcast, which was completely failed, didn't it? We know that. Even it had really good games. Now, if we look at the Nintendo Switch, what is going on with it? Why is it selling so well? If we look at its actual library of games, there's not that many. No, there isn't. I mean, the main games that everybody talks about is Mario Kart 8, Zelda Breath of the Wild, Splatoon 2, Animal Crossing. But if you look at two of these games, they're from Wii U. All it is, it's got enhanced graphics and they put DLC content over these games. And that's ridiculous, isn't it? I mean, do you really think it's selling because of these games? And then it's got Super Mario Odyssey. How many games is that? Let's count. Alright, Mario Kart 8, 1. Zelda Breath of the Wild, 2. Splatoon 2, 3. Animal Crossing, 4. Super Mario Odyssey, 5. What? 5 titles? I'm not saying that he's only got 5 titles on the system, but these are the important games on the system. There isn't no other important game on there. And these games made a lot of sales for the system. And no other game did. No other game didn't. Okay? And I'm very confused where these sales are coming from. Now, if you look at, we always talk about a Panasonic Q, don't we? The games console, which is one of the most amazing system to date. Now, this Panasonic system had incredible Panasonic features. Now, on top of that, it was using Nintendo GameCube. Now, is the Nintendo GameCube library of games better? Is it? Let's find out. Now, let's go 5 games. 5 flipping games. What? Now the Nintendo GameCube, checked out this library of games, man. It blows away the Nintendo Switch to pieces. Check this out. 1080 Avalanche, a snowboarding game. One of the most amazing snowboarding game you will ever play in your life. Trust me. On any platform. You can bring any modern platform, they will never be able to beat that game. Right. F-Zero GX, one of the fastest and the most stunning looking graphic racing game ever developed by Sega and Nintendo. Okay. Mario Kart Double Dash. Mario Kart Double Dash is a better game than Mario Kart 8, which the Nintendo Switch owns. Why? Because the Mario Kart Double Dash, it says Double Dash. Double Dash means 2 people on 1 kart. One's a driver, the other one is using power-ups. It's incredible. If you're on the kart and you are slim characters, and the other side there's strong and heavy characters, you're not going to be able to push them over. But the heavy characters, the strong characters can push you over. This game's incredible, alright? That's what I have to say about it. Metroid Prime? Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. Best FPS shooter, man. By far. You can't beat the game, man. Yeah? And then Metal Gear Solid. Now, there's been so many Metal Gear Solids being produced on so many systems, isn't there? But none of them did anything special. I don't think they did. I mean, even Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes. That's the latest version of the game, isn't it? Even that game's not been the Nintendo GameCube one. No chance. No chance. Yeah? I'm going to just name a bit more. Extreme G3. X-Gra. It's another racing game. It's incredible. R-Racing Evolution. A Ridge Racer game. Doesn't want a Ridge Racer game, man. Terrible. Wave Race Blue Storm. Another racing game by using speedboats. This game is epic, man. It's absolutely incredible. It's just unbeatable, this game is. Now, if we had some fighting games on this top of this, we've got Bloody Roar Extreme, a 3D fighter which humans transform into beasts. It's just, and both ways, like humans have different moves, the beast mode has different moves. It's really, really impressive, this game, yeah? Capcom versus SNK 2 EO. This is one of the best Capcom versus SNK game you'll ever buy. And in my opinion, even if it's on other platforms, the GameCube, it was exclusive to the GameCube, and it was the best version on this system, by the way, anyway. Then you got Soul Calibur 2, which features Link and his stage. I think even quite a lot of the Soul Calibur games I've seen, they weren't that good. Okay, let's see how good was Soul Calibur 2 on the Nintendo GameCube. And how many does it beat? It's better than Soul Calibur 1. It's much better than Soul Calibur 3, I'm telling you. Soul Calibur 3 is just rubbish. It's got rubbish characters. It just bores you. It's better than Soul Calibur 4? What, Darth Vader? I don't think so. Link's a better character than Darth Vader. It's not a very good game anyway. Then you got Soul Calibur 5. Maybe Soul Calibur 5 is a good game, can be a better game. I don't know, I've never played it. Soul Calibur 6, again, it's not good as Soul Calibur 2. So the Nintendo GameCube has a very strong lineup of games, I'm telling you. Very strong. So now you know how strong the lineup of games. The other games that include was games like Beyblade, Dragon Ball Z Budokai, Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2. You can't play Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2 on the Panasonic Q because it's not available on Japanese version, by the way. One Piece something Grand Battle 3. That game is really, really good, man. Reminds you a bit like Power Stone. I think it's far better than that game anyway. Naruto Ninja Taisen 4. It's an epic fighting game, man. I mean, just look at these games, man. They're just really, really impressive. Then you got, oh yeah, I missed another game. Resident Evil 0, Resident Evil Code Veronica. Now, these games are so epic, they blow away Nintendo Switch, yeah? But I want to know, if Nintendo Switch doesn't have that many games, now the Nintendo GameCube has one of the best Nintendo exclusives and third-party games. Definitely. It has one of the best. Before we continue, let's do some rock and roll music, man. Love it, man. Love it. Okay, so there you have it, some nice rock and roll music for you. Now let's continue with the information that I was talking about. Now we are talking about why does it sell so well? What's the reason? I'll tell you right now, it's not the games. No, it's not. It's definitely not the games. I'll tell you that right now. I mean, if you got a system with video games, you think you're gonna make good sales out of it. It did make sales out of it. As the titles I told you, it made some good sales. But you can't make over 100 million sales out of them? No chance. I'll tell you what it is. It's the audiences it's going front of. What does that actually mean? I'll explain briefly about that. It's handheld, tabletop, and TV modes. Can you see what's going on? Now, these three modes, right, can go to three different people. Yeah? Number one can be handheld. Number two can be tabletop. Number three can be tabletop. Oh, sorry, TV. Let's repeat this again. Number one, handheld. Number two, tabletop. Number three, TV. Can there be a number four? Yes. If you want to use all three of them, by me, you could do that. It just depends on the user. If you want to use all the three modes, you can. And I reckon that Sony PS5 and Microsoft Xbox Series X, they're going to struggle because they don't have three modes in them. The only mode they have is just television. Just television. It's not enough. Because this system if as a handheld, it can be taken outside. Yeah, I mean that's like a great opportunity to take outside. Do you really think so? In a way, I don't think so, because maybe in terms of Nintendo, the way he's selling the system, for him it works out. You can even have a smartphone like this one, and you can have all your emulations on this. Yeah, you can have all your emulations on there, and you can even play Nintendo Switch on Android devices. You can do that. You can play all sorts of emulation on there, and including Nintendo Switch on there, which is really incredible. You do not need a Nintendo Switch. You could do it on that. You could do it on smartphones. It's more portable, and it's good for your pockets as well. Nintendo Switch cannot fit in your pocket. I mean, the QLED model they released, that's 7-inch. That cannot fit in your pocket. It's too big. It's far too big. Even the original one was 6.2. That's too big as well. So, the handheld, you could do all that kind of stuff. Yeah, all that kind of thing. But it doesn't have the best games, I tell you that. Even it's selling so well. But that's just Nintendo's business. We got nothing to do with that, have we? What are we making out of it? Nothing. We are spending our money. Yeah? Our money goes on games and consoles, doesn't it? But it's Nintendo's business. They want to make it popular. That's entirely up to them. They're making the money. Yeah? The 100 million units, over 100 million units they made, that's for them, isn't it? Not for us. So you gotta understand that as well. In a way, if we look at all the Nintendo systems, yeah, the Panasonic Q, right, games console is one of the best games console in its own right, and also it's one of the best for Nintendo gaming as well. Yeah, because Nintendo GameCube owns it owns one of the best video games on any Nintendo platform. Not only on a Nintendo platform, then all games consoles. Every single one. The Nintendo GameCube is a vibe and is the greatest games console to play games on. And the games it released, they are one of the finest and most original games that you ever play. Yeah? I mean, I forgot to include some other Nintendo and Sega games. Um, Super Mario Sunshine, Luigi Mansion, Wario World, Paper Mario. Okay? And from Sega, we've got Sonic Adventure DX Director's Cut, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, Sonic Heroes, Shadow the Hedgehog. Pretty interesting, isn't it? Very interesting games. Sega Soccer Slam, Virtua Striker 3, Super Monkey Ball 1 and 2. This console is a killer, man. I'm telling you, it's really good, man. And then, to make it more exciting, I did include another game which I forgot to include. Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. Yeah, Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. Now with Donkey Kong Jungle Beat, you can use the bongos. And of course with Donkey Konga, you can do that. Donkey Konga 1, 2, and 3, because there was 3 versions to that game. 3 different games. It's really incredible. I mean, I have never played a game like Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. It was one of the best Donkey Kong platformers. And using the bongos is one of the most incredible experience you'll get out of a Donkey Kong game. Yeah, really good. Another game which shines on the Nintendo GameCube, it's a party game actually. A 3D party game. Bleach. It's really good. With Ichigo, Renji, Nisuma, all these kind of characters are in there. This game's really incredible as well. So there's so much on this system that I think you could still buy the Panasonic Q games console for Panasonic features, and Nintendo GameCube is still the greatest system. I don't think Nintendo GameCube can be built by any console really. Not even the modern consoles can beat that. No chance. I mean, the more consoles they are producing, the more worse they're getting. In terms of hardware, it might be good, but the games are getting worse. Who agrees with that? Come on, guys. They're getting worse. They don't have that many games. Look at the state of Sony PlayStation 5. It's terrible. It's not even selling in most majority countries because it's got terrible games. It's absolutely, this console is rubbish. The hardware might be alright. Some say the hardware in the Sony PlayStation 5 isn't very good. It's struggling. It lags in some games, and some of the games didn't even release on this system. Yeah? Even they get released, they don't do a good job of it. Microsoft Xbox Series X, not many people tend to take interest in this system. I don't think a lot of people like Microsoft exclusive games, I'll be honest with you. I literally don't like them that much either. They're kind of boring. And nobody wants to buy a Microsoft console and buy like retail CDs on it. It's just not popular on that side of things. Nobody wants it. I think eventually Sony PS5 and Microsoft Xbox Series X, they're already struggling. They might actually go away. They probably will. The way it's going is just terrible. They're not doing so well. It's only the Nintendo Switch is doing. I'm telling you, the Nintendo Switch is only doing well, not because of the games, because of the 3 game modes. It's going to the mode indices. That's all it is. And that's why it's selling so well. That feature, I think it was from Shigeru Miyamoto. He's a very clever man. He used that technology of 3 game modes and he solved the system. That's all it is. It's not the actual games. A thing like a Nintendo GameCube, yeah? Like Panasonic Q. Panasonic Q is quite popular, you know. It's very popular. It tends to sell really well. It's just a really good system. That's what it is. Because there's so many features from Panasonic, and then the Nintendo GameCube, the Nintendo exclusives are one of the best on it. It's best from the both worlds. Where the Nintendo Switch is just selling because of the 3 game modes, not because of its games. No, it's not. Nintendo GameCube is the best for the games. When Nintendo finally tries to release Nintendo 64, he will release the Nintendo GameCube Mini, the mini console. Nintendo 64 Mini, Nintendo GameCube Mini. I'll tell you, when Nintendo GameCube Mini comes out this time, it's gonna be flipping massive. It's gonna be massive, man. I'm telling you, it's gonna be really massive. I don't know if Nintendo should be releasing Nintendo GameCube, you know. That can affect the Nintendo Switch sales, you know. I think it can. Maybe Nintendo 64 can do that bit of that as well. But Nintendo GameCube, if they release it this time, it's gonna be extraordinary. Another game that shined on this system was the Star Wars Rogue Leader and Star Wars Rogue Squadron Rebel Strike 3. Yeah, these 2 Star Wars games are really epic, man. They did release another one called Star Wars Bounty Hunter. That one's quite good. It was like a multi-format game, by the way. But the other 2 games are exclusive to Nintendo GameCube. You know what? When you play these 2 games, you got the Panasonic Q. Whoa, it's incredible. Including playing games like Super Mario Sunshine, Luigi Mansion, F-Zero GX, Mario Kart Double Dash, Metroid Prime 2, Metal Gear Solid, Resident Evil 0, Resident Evil Code Command. These systems are killer, man. I swear, man. I don't think that you will stick around with Nintendo Switch for very long. I don't think you will. It doesn't have that many top quality games anyway. You'll just put it away. Maybe just if you want to take it outside, you probably just use the handheld mode on it. I mean, I think there's nothing else important to that system. But if it's something like that, you want to do that handheld mode, you want to take it outside for that. I think a lot of people buy for handheld mode, yeah, because it's a mobile device, really, isn't it? You got other modes like tabletop, TV. You can also use them, but I think the biggest emphasize that you can take it outside and play in like taxis, coach, and airplanes. It's stuff like that. But there isn't that many stuff on it. I'm telling you, there is very, very limited. So if you like what you're hearing, you can go and purchase a Nintendo Switch. But I really, really would say the Panasonic Q is the best games console, and it's far better than Nintendo Switch. I mean, if we talk about gaming, especially, I mean, Nintendo GameCube's got much better games than Nintendo Switch anyway. So why buy a Nintendo Switch over the Panasonic Q? I think your first choice should be the Panasonic Q. And then at a later stage, you could buy a Nintendo Switch. I wouldn't make Nintendo Switch your first choice. I wouldn't. It's not that important because there's not that many stuff on there. And even that, for handheld mode, you can buy one of these Fujitsu RSU phones, man. It's fun. This phone is very special, yeah? It's not one of them kind of phones that, you just buy from the UK market and you buy it. Fujitsu makes very special phones for workers. This is one of them kind of phones, yeah? I'm not going to go through all that, but it's a very special phone the Fujitsu RSU user. You can play a lot of emulation on this as well. You can. You don't need to buy a Nintendo Switch for handheld mode. You can do it on the Nintendo. Oh, sorry. You could do it on the Fujitsu RSU smartphone. You play Nintendo Switch games. Maybe this one can't maybe play because of its GPU and hardware. Because you probably need something like. I would recommend to have a device with at least Snapdragon 855. But this device has a lot of top features. It does have power to run quite a lot of emulation. But I would run stuff like Nintendo Wii U and Nintendo Switch on this thing. I don't think it will be able to run it. Yeah? But it's a really good device this is. So I hope you understand what I'm saying here today. Don't get disappointed what I'm saying that I'm comparing the Panasonic Q with the Nintendo Switch. It's not about that. It's about the actual games, isn't it? Because when you buy systems, it's about the actual games. Because if there's not that many games on a system, would you actually buy it? Think about that. You wouldn't. You wouldn't buy it. That's why the Sony PS5 and Microsoft Xbox Series X is struggling. Because they don't have that many good games. Can you see what's going on? Because them two machines are only selling for its games. But the Nintendo Switch is not selling for its games. It's selling for the 3 game modes. That's why it's selling so good. That's all it is. And on the other way, the Panasonic Q. With good, excellent Panasonic features and with Nintendo GameCube. You got the finest, most original Nintendo exclusive games. I'm not joking here, man. I'm serious. Buy a Panasonic Q. You're gonna say that system is far better than Nintendo Switch. Trust me on that. Try to own one. You see what's gonna happen. You're gonna put that system away. I'm telling you, I'm being honest with you. So anyway, I hope you understand what I'm saying here. So it's good to do some bit of comparison with the Panasonic Q versus Nintendo Switch. Nintendo Switch gaming can never beat the Nintendo GameCube. No way. So if you can't beat the Nintendo GameCube games, then the Panasonic Q is one of the greatest games console on planet Earth. It just is. Even the other consoles can't beat it. Because Nintendo has the best exclusive games. Nobody can beat them. Sony or Microsoft can never beat them Nintendo games. It doesn't matter how many consoles they produce, they still can't beat them. Nope. It's just not there. They don't have that kind of quality when it comes to gaming. Only Nintendo has it. So then the GameCube is always going to be all of their lineup of games consoles. Yeah. So it works like that. So there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed my video session today. And it's been quite informative. And it's giving you quite depth knowledge. And I'm very happy to give you this information. So there you have it. Give your likes, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.